Hello everyone, this is Stormy Cloud 21. Today we have another review, this time Micro Galaxy Squadron. We have here the Vault Millennium Falcon LE0012, and this is Star Wars A New Hope. The Vault Edition, of course, is one of 3,000 Jazzwares online vault, and I cannot wait to take a look at this beautiful piece. The thing that it has going for it is redone deco. They painted the interior and the figures like absolutely the most amazing you've ever seen. So this is well worth looking into. On the back of the packaging, you have the collectible cards right here of the Millennium Falcon you can cut out, or the Landspeeder. You have Han Solo and Chewbacca going in the cockpit there with some redone deco, and on the figures, how you can pull off the back of the Falcon, see all those details inside that Falcon, and it has lights and sounds, motion activated, and then you have Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi right there, and the Landspeeder, how you can pop off that piece. There is the Landspeeder. It's not the first time. This is the second instance of the Landspeeder. First was a chase. This one is basically a chase as well. Landspeeder light armor class. There's the landing gear coming down. You can pop the hood on the Landspeeder. This is Millennium Falcon, the assault class. And this set looks super amazing. Cannot wait to open it. So this box has a slip cover on it, and so we have to remove this slip cover, and then we get to the inner details of this item. So let's check it out. So once you start removing this item from the packaging, from the slip cover, and oh my gosh, it's super cool in here. Not because I have the air conditioning on, but man, check this item out. This is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna set the design box off to the side. Here it is, absolutely amazing set. Micro Galaxy Squadron, Millennium Falcon, the Vault. This is with the slip cover off, obviously. There's a lot of glare from the packaging design to show the items inside, but here are the figures that you get inside there. As you can see, there's Han Solo, you've got Chewbacca, Luke from Tatooine, Obi-Wan Kenobi, C-3PO, and RTD2, the astromech droid. Also, most importantly, you have a Landspeeder, this time with 2 engines on there, so we're good. And then you have the Millennium Falcon, but this time with premium painted details. Oh, so amazing. Oh, a collector's dream comes true. The Vault. Also comes with the radar dish and the laser cannon down there. So we're gonna get ready to open this up. One thing you are going to need is batteries for this thing, and there's a ton of details in this thing. So let's get ready and check it out. At times I wish I had a soundproof room. They're pulling out the mowers. So here we go. This is the Millennium Falcon instructions of everything this includes. There's all the characters, which I already named, and the accessories and the 2 vehicles. And then also down here is showing you how to apply those batteries. This time I won't cut off the little cloth piece that holds the batteries, which I didn't know what that was one time. So here shows the motion activated ways when you tilt the Falcon in various ways. We've had a lot of Falcons. I think, is this like our 4th Falcon? Possibly. So here we go. This is still in the packaging, but I've taken off the outer cover. Let's zoom in on these guys. Oh my gosh, looking so good. They really spiced up the deco. Looking really good on these guys. Except for Han Solo's bald spot. Wow. There is the Landspeeder. Of course, there are a couple accessories, as I said, right here, down here. Make sure you got those. The Falcon. You're gonna pull this out when you put some batteries in there. So let's go. Everything is so clear to me now. Let's open it. For like the third time here are the figures, but this is like a super close up with the background out of focus. On the back, it looks like this with all your figures that you get. And then you can open this up and watch this stick in a hole. Like Fallout, we already know who they are. First up, we have Han Solo. The arms do raise, and the legs do fold so he can bend like that at the waist. He's missing some hair right there. But other than that, he's looking pretty good. The colors are amazing. He even has the red that you would want to see on the side right there of the pant leg. Very cool. The arms do look a lot longer. Something looks a little bit different. Chewie, we're home. There's Chewie. And Chewie has a little black on the nose. And his silver piece that he's wearing, the brown satchel bag, whatever it is on the side. And then he's got all the sculpting of that fur, of course. Here is Luke Tatooine. And he's got that blonde hair, and he's got that around the waist, the silver and the dark. And he's also got this right here. Looking good, man. Here's Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Obi-Wan, with a little black dot on his nose. Obi-Wan never told me. He told me enough. He told me that you have a black dot on your nose. On his nose. Anyway, never mind. He can fold like this. Pretty cool. I'm going to need peach paint, I guess, huh? Here we have C-3PO. The protocol droid. Fluent in a bunch of forms of location. Was it like 6 million? Pretty cool. Here we have RTD2 with some really cool deco. Updated deco on the top, of course. Peg hole underneath. Very cool astromech droid. Now we have that radar dish from the Millennium Falcon, or the antenna. Pretty cool. Does this articulate? I don't believe that articulates at all. I think it's just for looks like that. So I don't think you can do that. Then you have this laser cannon update with the paint. Of course, they filled in the plastic to keep this from breaking. That this does articulate, so that's pretty cool. So we have that. So here we have the updated Landspeeder with the deco. Look at the steering wheel thing is even painted in there. And then this raises up. I thought the first time I'd never get one, because I received mine and it was missing one of these engines. So then I sent off to the company and I ended up with two. Now they painted the inside very, very nicely of this thing. Even underneath the hood, they've gone to all that trouble. I mean, wow. This is amazing. Even has this indentation right here. Even these scar marks underneath, scuff marks from hitting the ground. This is like really super duper well painted, well made. Absolutely mind-blowing, amazing, especially since I have the bigger Landspeeder version now. Another thing you can do is this little cover, which scared me at first because I couldn't find it. It fell off. But this little cover snaps on. So that's what makes it look, you know, before the compartment came off, makes it look more normal. Then you can see the insides of the engine. Put that over there because I don't want to lose that. Also, if you're really careful, you can pull, and I almost knocked the camera when I said that, but you can slightly start to do this. And what's going to happen is you're going to get this compartment off. I'll pick that up here in a second. But inside there, you can see all the details underneath here in the back. And I'm going to get that little compartment. Here is that compartment. And they even bothered to paint the underside, which is absolutely amazing. They didn't have to do any of this stuff. Got a notch and go right back and slip on right there. So you can put this special cover back on, like in Back to the Future, like they say. It's like it'll be like you never left. And so then you put this back on. Okay, and that snaps back on there. Don't want to lose it, so going outside, you might want to take it off. Be careful. You want to lose these little tiny pieces. And it also has these little rolling wheels, plastic clear rolling wheels to hide the fact that it's floating. Absolutely amazing to see the Landspeeder once again, because it was a chase the first time and now it's a vault chase pretty much. So here we have Luke and Ben in the speeder, and he basically says, you'll have to sell your speeder. And Luke Skywalker's basically like, that's all right, I'm never coming back to this planet anyway. And so that's that. And basically, if you want to put the droids on there, and I mean, you can, but it's going to be really hard to make them stay properly like in the movie, unless it's just sitting on a flat surface and you're not moving it around. Moment I tilt this, they're coming off. So for this part, I'm showing you basically, here is the updated version. Here is the chase from before with the figures, Obi-Wan and Luke. And also, the reason why I ended up getting, and you'll see in a minute, 2 of these Landspeeders is because I was missing this piece, brand new sealed in the packaging. It didn't even have this piece. This whole piece was gone and not even in the packaging anywhere. So thankfully I got a replacement and they let me keep the original one, as you can see here. But they just sent this replacement like this. I don't even think I got figures the next round. And but this is the updated look. The steering wheel is even a different color. It's all burnt out up here. Everything is a lot different with this original chase versus this new version. It's just like a whole new ball game going on. And that even goes to back to things like under the hood, which is different as well. So now that we've looked at that, that only leaves one main thing to go. We've got to open up this Falcon. I'm going to snip that. I'm going to carefully go back in and snip this and this back piece as well, and this other plastic's falling down. Okay, now we're gonna pull this Falcon out. It's gonna be a little complicated because we have batteries involved. All right, I got it. Getting the Falcon out is like performing the Heimlich maneuver, because man, that thing is in that packaging. Really hard to get it out. But once you do, this thing is absolutely amazing. I'm going to grab this radar dish. We're gonna pop that on, stick that on there, and it does rotate all the way around in a circle, but like I said, it doesn't articulate back that way. And if you need to take it out, you can just pop it back off. It's not really seem like it's on there really well, but it's on there good enough, so it won't come back off. And then if you want to put the laser cannon on there, so I don't know that there's really a top or bottom, so you put that on there. You can turn it inward. You can bring that out like that. Have the laser cannon. This piece right here, as before, comes out, and if you look inside here, they've even added premium paint inside there where the person firing the weapon goes, which would probably be Han Solo. Then I'm going to stick this back in there and fold that over. I don't know, I guess yeah, that could be locked into place with this tab when it's turned certain places so it won't come out. Let's look at the inside of this cockpit. So when you open up this cockpit, about knocked the filming device over. We almost bought the farm, as Doc Brown says. So I'm pulling off this rubber band, and inside, and I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it open very well because it doesn't want to stay. It needs some strength to this piece right here. It's not going to stay open on its own. But this is painted the best you've ever seen inside the Millennium Falcon, especially of this scale. Wow. And there's those 4 seats and the floor, the controls. So amazing. But this piece does not want to stay open at all, so it's just gonna fall back no matter what you do. And then you just snap that shut. Doesn't even seem like it wants to snap shut, but I guess it is. So looking on the side, going back around the edges, and this is all gonna light up. But there's all this premium detailing on here and burn marks and things. You've seen some of this, but you haven't seen it to this level because, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Look at this right here. That's amazing. Burn marks. I love this orange right here, and I love these blues or grays, whatever it is. Burn marks. So amazing. This thing is really, really well done. It is very pricey though. It's gonna set you back pretty good buying this set. That's why I only have one. So on the bottom of the packaging, on the bottom of the Falcon, and it looks like this. They didn't even skimp for that. That's nice. This is the landing gear, which opens just like before together. This is nice and tight right now, so that's good. That's good news. You want it to be nice and tight. You don't want it to be loose. So that's very good. This does not turn at all. This is just sculpted on there as before. But this is so amazing. You can set it down very nicely like that. So I'm gonna close this up for now. After, we're gonna talk about some more stuff, but it's right here. This is the wrong side, obviously. There's nothing that comes down there. This side, there should be a ramp that lowers down on the Falcon. And they've redone this so it's a lot different, but you'll see there is a ramp and it does lower. And this time they listen to the fans because it comes down a lot lower and it's painted inside as well. It appears, I would say this is a lot skinnier than the version they did before. Maybe I'm wrong, I'll go back and look, but I think they've done a redesign of this. I remember it being a lot wider and unpainted, and it didn't come down this far to my knowledge last time. So that is amazing improvements. Stays way up in there, really nice. Now we're going to take off the back, put some batteries in there. I'm gonna put the landing gear back because I don't want to hit anything. So we're gonna pull this off. You're gonna start to push right here. Push, push, push right there. And then you're gonna start to lift up. You have to be real careful. Not super careful, but careful. Because this is all one piece on the back that comes up. And fiddle with it. And take your time. Because there's little peg holds. And there you go. So then this slips away. And like they said, like the fans said, even underneath is painted really, really well. Really well done. There's the bottoms of the push buttons that will come and hit the controls later on, you'll see in this review. Looking on the inside of the Falcon is absolutely done super, super well. And you can see all that, the detail, even on the inside of that ramp now, even more detail. You can see the seats where the crew will sit, and this board, the game board, which reminds me a lot of chess, but it's not, it's different. The cargo area, I guess, the hallway, even a little secret cargo hold passage that they have right here to store stuff underneath, even people that can hide. Like in the movie when the Empire tries to find our heroes, they take refuge underneath in the cargo hold. Very cool. This will all light up as soon as they put some batteries in. You've got some, looks like a speaker right there. Just really, really amazing attention to detail and paint extra above and beyond, more than they've ever had to do. Yes, the price point has increased. You get an extra vehicle and the figures are premium and the paint's premium. Is it worth it? I would say it's still worth it, but it is a heavy price point to get this one of 3,000 Millennium Falcon. But definitely is a smart choice to buy this Falcon. Better than any Micro Galaxy Squadron Falcon made thus far. Next part, we're going to get in here and take the batteries off. The cover, I mean, put the batteries in and show off that. You're gonna need a special tool, a screwdriver. I'm using this kind. And then I unscrew that. And then I'm going to start to lift that cover up to put the batteries in there. You can see right there, pull that up. That's a little bit magnetic, so I'm gonna easily pull that away. Put the batteries in here. This time I'm smart enough to know that I have to keep this piece. Last time I cut that with scissors. That was so dumb because I'll never get my batteries out of my other Falcon. So for this particular Falcon, and all the Falcons for that matter, you're going to need AAA batteries. The small, tiny ones that are even like smaller than AA. Kind of sneaky how they have this design, but there's a spring back there. You put this one down in there. Okay. Then you're gonna have another going in like this. Then you're gonna have a third battery going in like that. You're gonna bring this back up and over and tuck that in and save it. Once you get that in there, and I'm telling you, it's a little aggravating, but you can do it. Start tightening that up. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Start to fill it like that. You've got it. It's in there. And then we're gonna start messing with these batteries. So I'm gonna put that cover back on. So you see these two pegs right here. You're going to peg that into those two slots. You're gonna put this forward like that, and you're gonna start to push till that snaps. It's gonna be okay. You can do it. I'm gonna push this button. Oh yeah. And then you tilt it like this, up and down, and you'll see lots of action with that thing. And then, ooh, I don't think the old version did that. That's even better. So these are the two main working buttons. When you get done, you push that one over here to turn it off to save things. Now we're going to take this off again because I want to show you some of the figures. It comes off a lot easier once it's had time to be out of the packaging. This thing is legit. So you can put like Han sitting around the table, the game table right there. So you could do that. And then you could bring in some other figures. Perhaps you want to have C-3PO walking around in the back here. Could do that. This, I'm absolutely amazed by getting Han Solo in the chair to fire the laser cannon. A lot simpler than I thought. And you can put this in. So there's a notch right there. You'll see, you turn that around, it goes down in, locks into place. Now I've got Han Solo inside there to fire the laser cannon. One thing I would have liked to see better is if you could actually get the figures in there a lot more simple. If this would stay up, I don't like that it keeps falling down. And I don't like that this piece doesn't go back far enough. But you would get your figures down into the chair if it's possible to fly the ship. It'd be really hard to get them back into there. But the cockpit design is really cool. I don't think I'm gonna try to fit them all in there because it's just gonna be really super hard to get all those in there right now. This is a really cool item. We'll have hours and hours of playability to it. It's very, very cool. Keep you fascinated for your whole entire life. Is this like a peg hole? Oh yeah, for R2-D2. So that's cool. You can have that to hold that figure in place. You'll see there's another peg hole for R2-D2 right over there. So it can stay in place. I don't know if that's on the old version or not. Also, if you want to just fire the laser cannons, you can do that without this lights and sound. Or, if you want to do it with, so anyway, I 100% recommend this set. It's absolutely amazing. Only one of 3,000 Micro Galaxy Squadron, the best Millennium Falcon version out there. At this scale, at this line, Micro Galaxy Squadron. And you get a Landspeeder, and you get 6 characters that are iconic. The vehicles are iconic. The movie's iconic. Wow. So anyway, this is Stormy Cloud 21. I want to thank you for watching this review. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe button. See more cool stuff coming up soon. As well as that notification bell. And thank you for watching, and talk soon.